Muscle World, we have many fighting styles, but none are quite as iconic as the art of the blade.
I'd argue for the art of fisting, but yeah, I can't quite think of any other swordsmen quite like these two.
And nothing else brings out the skills of these two quite like a comically large sword, a big ass keg, and some DUI charges.
Roanoa's Zoro, the muscle of the Straw Hat crew with a whole lot of blades and a bad sense of direction towards the One Piece.
And Baiken, the wandering, unfaltering, vulgar samurai turned big sister of Guilty Gear.
Now let's see which swordsman will win in this fictional feud.
The One Piece! The One Piece is real!
That's right, Hippo. Now you may be wondering, what is the One Piece?
Honestly, don't know. Could be anything. Some treasure, a fake. This motherfucker could just be trolling the world. Netflix.
Despite its mysterious identity, it would lead to a fuck ton of pirates to try and find this One Piece. And because One Piece has a lot of story, we're gonna talk about only the most important stuff for Ravioli Zolo One Piece. Yeah, that's his name. Cool montage. Ooh.
Okay, cosmology time. You see, the One Piece world is a planet, and this planet is split into 4 parts. The East Blue, the North Blue, South Blue, and the West Blue.
Oh, like Avatar. Wait, is the middle all blue? Wait, I was joking.
This is extremely important because Roanoa Zoro was born in the East Blue of 2 sword fighters. One died of sickness, and one from pirates.
Zoro was adopted by the Shimasuki dojo and trained to be a swordsman like his father, Dick Dastard. What? Rona Arashi.
What's with fictional feud and fatherless behavior? Spawn, Doom, me, One Piece?
Zoro promised this one girl named Shimasuki to be the best swordsman ever. That's right, Snowflake. Man.
So the two got up and...
Idiot. Zoro picked up her sword and went around to beat the best swordsman around, Dracul Mihawk. Skip a bit to the future and enter Shellstown, where Zoro kicked a dog and got crucified for a month for it.
On day 9, without eating or drinking, he was going to be executed until a guy named Monkey D. Luffy came out and fucked shit up, realizing Zoro and forcing him to join his crew.
Now, let's fast forward through the lore a bit, where he found Mihawk once at his ship restaurant, he found the new rival in the Marine, Tashigi, partied with a bunch of bounty hunters, defeated a bunch of bounty hunters, challenged Sanji to kill as many dinosaurs as they could, duel, tag him.
Beat up 2 agents called Mr. 3 and Mr. 5, sailed while Nami was sick, fought a king's army, defeated Mr. 1 and helped stop Baroque works, got beaten up by a bunch of pirates to show how badass he is, he flew to Skypiea, defeated a few angels, fought a god, helped ring a bell, tag back in.
Why? Played the game with the worst villain, fought Ikiji to save Robin from being taken, fought Usopp's brother, okay. Saved Robin when she was gonna die, defeated a zombie named Ryuma, got split up, trained with Mihawk, and returned with the crew.
So, basically, way too fucking much. Now, Zoro can do a lot of funny shit as a swordsman. He can push air for attacks, look at people and see their strength, weakness, and IP address, ignore durability by using his breath to cut things, and his fire can burn people on the inside. Oh yeah, he can also just create fire.
His aura is so powerful it can cause people to feel fear, see illusions, and or become paralyzed. But his bread and butter has to be his 3 swords, Wado, which he got from a dead kid, his cursed blade, Sandai, and Emma, which can absorb people's haki.
Zoro is resistant to fire, cold, soul, and mind attacks. Also, he can resist Mihawk's aura, which does the same shit his aura does. He resists sleeping poisons, straight poison, and has resisted his power being absorbed. So, he has a lot of techniques. So you'll be seeing a list of them go by like that. Yep, yeah, whoa, cool, sweet, awesome, hot, men, what, huh, weird, Guilty Gear, etc.
Also, his pain tolerance and regeneration are just straight up stupid. So during the Fall of Spring time skip, he was injured and he had 2 years to recover. This was after he took off Luffy's pain in with Thriller Bark. And then he just got back up in 2 days. So wait, Go, what's that breath thing exactly? Is it like that cringe ass Demon Slayer shit?
Ha! Nah. So basically, his breath is a thing that everyone has and can be used against you. Zoro uses others' breath to know where, how fast, and know how hard to cut someone without any strength required.
Oh, cool. Next on the checklist is Haki. Zoro has 3 of them. The first being Armament Haki, which can be used to enhance Zoro's strength and durability. This can resist stamina draining and power nullification with Devil Fruit.
Next is his Observation Haki. This is your basic precognition and future sight shit. He can predict movement and see people when they're not near. Only thing that stops this is another precognition or someone being unpredictable, demonstrated with Luffy versus Enel. Speaking of Enel, his Observation Haki reached over an entire island, and Zoro's should be similar if not better. Wow.
Finally, to beat this big sloppy Joe is the Conqueror Sakai. Using his already stupid willpower, he can make weaker-willed people pass out and infuse his Haki energy into his sword and uses breath shit.
Zoro has fought Hippo. What is this?
The list of people he fought.
Let me see if you see a pattern. He fought Michael Jackson, who was a part of the Black Pirates, Miss Monday, Mr. 5, Mr. 1, and a pacifista robot, Pika, during Black History Month. In Water 7, he tried to kick Usopp out of the crew, fought Usopp's brother, who can turn into the African animal giraffe.
High-key, kinda racist.
And get this, there's even more. He didn't like Afro Luffy. He would be a police officer in real life. He asked King if that was his skin before they fought. His rifle is black? Like Sanji?
Besides the, feats of hate speech, he has quite a few other stuff, like this big meteor, cutting Pika, and all this stuff. He's also blitzed several bounty hunters, blocked bullets, and beat Ryuma, who blitzed Nami, who dodged lightning. He also can scale the Luffy, who dodged lasers from this big robot, and the worst villain, Foxy, who can shoot radio waves. Oh
yeah, also he's got a bad sense of direction, like this script. Except for the spooky arc, Thriller Bark. He didn't get lost there.
So when you see a triple katana swordsman coming your way, be careful not to piss him off.
Or you will see the King of Hell and the wing of the King of the Pirates, Roronoa Zoro. Japan. What a wonderful place. It's filled with some beautiful architecture, sights, and, for some reason, the weirdest shit you will ever see.
Yeah, I've seen Cars too.
Now, remember how Japan in World War II went from "we love fascism" to "we love capitalism" by the United States dropping not 1, but 2 bombs on them?
Yeah, I've seen Oppenheimer.
Well, in the Guilty Gear verse, Japan gets nuked so fucking hard that it is just a crater.
Yeah, I've seen Terminator 2.
Basically, humanity got their technology yoinked away and instead got some cool magic in exchange. Then, a particle physics team created some monsters named Gears, where one of them, named Justice, blew up Japan because they had some cool powers.
One of the few survivors being the slashing, drinking, vengeful samurai, Baiken. In the break of all vexation, it's never over yesterday. No, don't stand still. My vengeance will be sacrificed. The pain kill the pain. The hardest road lies ahead. I will be a mirror of the world.
Now, after Japan got nuked for the 3rd time, these motherfuckers did not have a place to stay.
So, what the United Nations did was round up the Japanese and send them into colonies.
You might be asking yourself what these colonies are. Well,
so much for defense, I guess. But when her colony got raided by Gears, they destroyed everything and killed everyone, leaving her with 1 less arm and 1 less eye.
And while she was dying, she saw one man leading the charge with the Gears. A hooded man, that man.
Which man?
That man.
The Hat Man?
That man, Oscar R. Kreutz.
Oh, that man.
Fucking die. Anyways, Baiken, after the fact, would want revenge against Asuka for what he did to her people, so she would pick up whatever she could fight with and went to work.
Baiken fights with a pretty big katana dubbed Regret, in the defensive traditional Japanese style sword emoji.
That blade is so strong that the big frolic vampire named Nagoriyuki has said that it's the strongest blade he has ever seen, and he's lived for quite a while.
Oh, and don't just think it, she fights only with a sword. She has a whole IKEA facility in her back pocket.
She fights with a mace, a hook, a claw, a rope, and a comically large Roman candle. And actually, I have one right now. Give me a second. A bit of a connoisseur of large things going boom. Hey, Hippo, catch!
You see, this is another Oppenheimer reference, so, therefore... Whoop,
Where'd that go?
I don't know.
Damn. Anyways, she has the fun ability to conjure up Tatami Mats at will, which out of everything she could summon up, Tatami Mats, pretty funny, dare I say.
She also has the ability to manipulate ki like Goku,
So, with all these tools at her disposal, she would set out to kill Asuka.
which sent her all over the world to get info on that man. First, she would go out against Justice and ended up losing.
After this loss, she would go back to wandering until she met a familiar face, Anji Miko, to which he had some info on him, but not a lot, so she would go back to another colony.
However, when returning to said colony, she finds out that there are falling gear parts. So she would, slash one, of course. But Kai Kisuke would tell her to stop. I hate this guy. And after some weird-ass adventures, she would then leave. Again.
After some time, she would meet and fight, OMG, why?
Thrill yourself. But, yeah, she would beat the fuck out of her.
No!
With Glow now devastated and after beating up Ino, that man would call her up and say, something like, I'm not actually that guy who go to your colony, so L plus ratio plus Seath plus mold plus only DLC past accent quarter ratio? Which now, more confused than anything, did the most reasonable thing and went off, of course. But she then is found by the worst character in the series, and Johnny.
OMG, hi, Johnny!
How about you just lean into some man?
Fucking die. But after that, she is told that this motherfucker named Koom, her,
Name is what?
Koom Heihun, and she...
So, Come would basically tell Baiken to defend the colony with them, and after learning about Kum's goal of infusing ki with the tree, she would swear to defend
her
with her life.
And 3 weeks later, after defending Koom, she somehow met this little girl named Delia.
Not only adopting this child, she also learned that that man was actually not that man, but in fact someone else named Happy Chaos. But that's a little bit less funny, so nah, I'll do my own thing.
No angry at someone else and with some child, she would hang out with her gay boyfriend and would learn that Happy Chaos is dead.
With her eventual path now over, she would become the big sister and protector of Delilah.
And protecting is something Baiken is really fucking good at. She's been able to cut through hordes of enemies, split a leaf into multiple pieces in a single slice, drink gears out of the sky, and was able to cut an entire dojo in half. She also fought Jacko, who was able to zoom to the center of the galaxy in a second. And speaking of scaling,
she's able to go toe-to-toe with some of the higher tiers of Guilty Gear, such as the Lightning King Cringeworld Kai Kisuke, the Nightmare Bedman, and Miss Half God herself, Ino, which I'm sure will have nothing to do with her stats, right?
No, basically, right? She's above beings who transcend space and time, she can delete timelines on a whim, and most importantly, can fuck with the backyard. A multiverse with endless possibilities. There is a fuck ton more we can go over, but that is the bare minimum.
So wall, right? Well, if you ever come across a woman with a child following her, just make sure to stay out of her way. Because with her, she'll cut you down to ribbons and then some. Because she's the one and only Baiken.
打ち是非なし阿ビ二天のホース千成敗お上の数何とぞよしなに縁
Will Baiken cut Zoro down a size, or will Zoro prove 3 swords is better than 1?
I don't know. Zoro does have a big cock and an even bigger chest.
Shut the fuck up.
Let's see who will win in this fictional feud.
I'll take your biggest keg.
Would you mind dialing back? It's only midday.
Live life to the fullest, as they say.
Well, I suggest you don't kill yourself with that.
What's with the sword? Scared they're gonna break?
It's how I fight.
What kind of dumbass uses 3 swords?
A dumbass capable of using multiple arms.
Do this world a favor and try sticking that sword up your...
I'll take another to go.
Come on, asshole, let's see how good you are with your sword.
You underestimate me, woman.
Have you looked in the mirror?
Damn. You know your way around a sword, don't you?
Parry this. Wait, is this psycho now using 9 swords? I knew I was the better swordsman. Wanna go get a beer as a runner's-up prize after we get that wound fixed?
You know what? Since you bested me, that's the least I can do. I hope you have money, because I'm not gonna be merciful.
That's no issue.
The only battle we're doing, it would have made more sense in Zax, honestly.
True Dachi.
So, anyways, Zoro. He had some pretty noteworthy feats, such as cutting this big man, and, speed-wise, he dodged a point-blank radio wave. So, Zoro is lacking in that department. But Baiken, however...
So, Ino, am I right?
But you know what? Let's be funny. So, Jump Force, right? Basically, Zoro's there. You know who else is there? Goku. So, hypothetically speaking...
Shut the fuck up.
Well, now since I run the show, the winner is Zoro.
Hello, chat room.
What? That was crazy.
That was wild. Dare I say crazy.
Furry pull his cock out. What?
Really? Damn. So, hey, I hope you had a fun time watching this video. It was very awesome and cool. Now it's time to...
It was fine.
It was awesome, Hippo. Don't you dare disrespect the episode. Anyways.
It was okay.
Anyway, so... so, yeah. No. But we couldn't have this episode made without some very special people. So first, before I give a shout out to patrons, I want to shout out 3 people in particular. Jobber for editing the Zoro analysis, which, one, he is an absolute soldier. The guy absolutely cranked 90s. He lost everything, and then immediately edited everything in 2 nights.
We're back.
He ran that back. And then another person I want to shout out, Dia, aka Darkindapark. She's very awesome and cool. You should sub to her Twitter. She's a very cool person. And then finally, shout out to my homie, the man, the myth, the legend, Neo _ for voicing voicing Zoro and editing the Baiken analysis. But yeah, but now it's time to shout out our patron. Which, Hippo, do you want to do some?
We have patrons. We have patrons.
We have patrons. True. So, Hippo, do you want to shout out the you want to do some patron shout outs this time around?
I don't have the list.
I can get you though. All right.
Okay. Well, yeah, you should have prepared that then. Dick and nips.
No.
Yeah, you didn't think about that. No, okay, just do it.
Okay, so first we got King Corp, my man, the myth, the legend, Cringe God, the goat, Ethan Espanol, also the goat, Vinny Vinesauce, my goat, Jobber, again, he's awesome, Kabuchi, and Ice King. So, you guys are awesome. Keep doing.
Thanks, guys.
Keep doing God's work. But besides that, so Hippo.
That's it. Yeah.
Next time.
Yeah. Next time. We're doing it next time.
We're doing it next.
I thought we were done.
No. But yeah. Also.
Okay. It's our next. It's our 3D episode.
Which I think is gonna go. I've been cooking the oven I've been cooking in the kitchen for this one. So.
Frankly, it's smashing. It's like Adam Sandler.
True. So without further ado. Here's our first 3D episode.
What?
You've made quite a name for yourself back in NC.
This world was just getting a bit too peaceful.